And we welcome you to Met Park Sports Center for this 25 under matchup between the two undefeated squads in the NDSL basketball series. It is the St. Clair Saints going up against the San Beda University Red Lions. Of course, this is just one of the three games that we have on slate today. Later on at 2:30 p.m., we've got the Adamson University Soaring Falcons going up against the Manuel L. Quezon University Stallions. And we cap off the day's hostilities with the Colegio de San Gabriel Arcangel Seraphs going up against the Kianzel Believers. All of this in 25 under action. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Joel Percon alongside my partner Kyle Sanchez. Kyle, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, and I'm excited to get things underway. It's hot here in our venue at the Met Park here in Pasay, but I'm expecting that the basketball action is going to be even hotter, so let's get it underway.
And of course, it will be hot action, earth-shaking action we're expecting here this afternoon. Of course, for everyone who felt that earthquake earlier, we hope that you're all safe. And yeah, we just need to see all of these two teams undefeated in their run so far here in the NDSL. And especially here for St. Clair, I'm seeing that JB Lim is going to suit up for today.
Oh yes, he was visibly absent in their previous games, but definitely going to be the main point guard for Coach Janino Manansala moving forward, especially with the departure of Aaron Estacio and Ryan Sewell.
And let's not take any longer. Let's turn you over to our venue announcer to start the first game hostilities.
Good afternoon, basketball fans. Live from the Met Park Sports Center in Pasay City. This is the last day of eliminations in the season of the National Developmental Sports League. It's the battle for the number one seed, and both teams are the battle of champions themselves. It's a game featuring the 7-time NASCO champion St. Clair College Caloocan Saints versus the 22-time NCAA Philippines champion San Beda University Red Lions. And now let's meet the starters first for St. Clair College Saints. At center, number 6, Moses Mandiria. Point guard, number 22, Arjan Loyola. At shooting guard, number 25, Angelo Ibanez. Small forward, 00, Justin Bautista. And power forward, number 3, Clint Manzano. Head coach for St. Clair, Janino Manansala. And now let's give it up for your SBU Red Lions. At center, number 26, Lawrence Hawkins. Point guard, number 4, Kyle Hamora. Shooting guard, number 6, Daniel Marcelo. Small forward, number 2, Miles Coldora. And power forward, number 30, Andre Tolentino. Head coach for the Red Lions is Andre Santos. Our officials for this game 1 are Crew Chief Gomer Obina. Umpire 1, Jason Lalisla. Umpire 2, Carlo Resurrection. This game is under the supervision of our Commissioner Joel Ngo. This is the National Developmental Sports League, ang Liga ng Atletang Pilipino!
And of course, aside from JB Lim for the St. Clair Saints, their foreign student athlete Mandiria will also be playing here. Meanwhile, for the San Beda University Red Lions, Hawkins suiting up for today's very important ball game.
Going to be an interesting matchup, as this is San Beda's Team B going up against a semi-Ray building squad in St. Clair.
They do get the first crack at the basket. Loyola drives right, lays it up. Manzano almost got the offensive rebound, but it is corralled by Tolentino. Attack inside, extra pass. Hawkins with a short shot, no good. Gang rebounding for St. Clair.
And that's also what San Beda needs to do with the presence of St. Clair's FSA. They need to put a body on every yellow shirt to not allow offensive rebounds.
Bautista to the corner. Ibanez for three. Too strong. Tolentino with the second rebound. He wants to go on the break. Gives it up to the corner. Two-man game. The shot is up. Still nothing going. Manzano with a rebound.
Oh yeah, still scoreless for both of these teams. Still trying to feel each other out.
Here is St. Clair. The screen given by Bautista. Manzano. They give it down to the post. Bautista posting up against Goldura. Fadeaway, no good. And that's rebound number 3 for Tolentino. Here's Hamora looking for options. Gets it to the corner. Tolentino thought about the 3, goes inside his 10 and makes the first basket.
Good read by Kyle Hamora, getting deep into the paint, finding Tolentino in the corner, and also good decision by Tolentino attacking the closeout. No one was there to challenge a shot at the rim.
That might be a primary point of concern for St. Clair. They need to make sure that they plug those holes down low as Bautista misses on the shot. Rebound going to the red shirts.
This is actually a pretty not so tall front court for St. Clair if you take away their foreign student athletes.
The floater for Marcelo does not go. So it will be important for Mandiria to actually be the anchor on defense, especially in the paint for the St. Clair. Manzano to Ibanez. They're going through their set. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Loyola with a jumper, rattles out. Another rebound for Tolentino. He's another player who didn't play yesterday's game, but immediately impacting this ball game. Here's Hamora. Open at the wing. 3 is on the way. Marcelo misses, and a foul is called underneath. It will be on Hawkins.
He was holding on to Mandiria on that box out. The referees caught that underneath the basket. Hawkins a little too physical with Mandiria there.
He has the heft advantage, but I think Mandiria is like probably close to a foot taller than he is. Here's Loyola on the attack, drops it off. And Mandiria holding on to his eye. May have been inadvertently hit there.
Hawkins' arms are bigger than Mandiria's legs.
And they are going to review that previous play to see if there was something that happened. There were any extracurricular activities happening.
From my angle, I couldn't really see because one of the referees was blocking my view. But after the drop pass, I think Hawkins clipped Mandiria on the face. So I think that's what our referees are looking at to see if there was anything intentional or anything
Untoward.
untoward. Yes, and correct me if I'm wrong. Of course, we have to wait for the official verdict, but from where I'm sitting, I could hear one of our officials signal or call for an unsportsmanlike foul because it was a hit on the face.
Sometimes it's not really about the intention, but the fact that it did happen and the conditions that happened. So it is an unsportsmanlike foul.
That's right, regardless of the intention. Of course, they have to protect the players. Unfortunately for Hawkins, that's going to be 2 early fouls, the second one being an unsportsmanlike.
So he will have to sit on the bench for 3 minutes as Mandiria will take 2 free throws.
So Torres getting some early minutes here in favor of Hawkins.
First free throw of Mandiria is off the back iron. Still has 1, and they will retain possession.
Mandiria's build sort of reminds me of Manute Bol.
Manute Bol. Let's make it more current.
Bol
His son,
Bol?
Bol Bol. Let's see if he has the propensity for shooting from the outside as well. Manute Bol, one of those centers who was ahead of his time.
Oh yes, stretch big.
Here is Mandiria with a jumper. That's a little too strong. Tolentino gives it up to Hamora. Gets it right back. He will fire from 3, and he gets it.
Tolentino might be having his best start for the Red Lions with 4 rebounds already and now a 3-pointer to his name. Oh, and also add the baseline drive earlier.
At the very least, 5 points, 4 rebounds, and he is up against Clint Manzano, who had a hell of a ball game yesterday. We were saying it yesterday that no one could match up to Clint Manzano with the team that he was going up against, but today that will be Tolentino. No whistle on that drive by Loyola. And out of bounds was Mandiria. So it will stay with the red shirts. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
And JB Lim seeing his first stint of action here today.
Amora, he's up against Ibanez. Oh, that's a steal by Bautista, intercepting that pass. And here's JB Lim calling for the fist on the right. He will attack Alioso. Drop pass. Nice find by JB Lim.
And Bonzalida was late on their rotation there.
JB Lim, in the one game that he did play in the NDSL tournament, he didn't score that much. He only had 3 points, but he affected the game in other ways. He did have multiple 7 rebounds and 9 assists.
And in his rookie season last year in Dina Ascu, it was obvious that he was learning a lot from Aaron Estacio and Ryan Sewell. Now it's going to be his turn to man the point for Coach Janino.
Manzano drops it off to Mandiria. Fadeaway jumper, yes!
So it does look like Mandiria has that shot in his arsenal. Good form on that turnaround.
Soft touch for the big man. Amora to the corner. Gonzalida gives a screen to Alioso. They've got 10 seconds on their shot clock. Amora once again. Can't get rid of Ibanez. Has to hoist it up. Too strong. Rebound going to Bautista. Lim over to Bautista. He will pull up from the long line. Too strong. Torres with the rebound. Hamora calling out the play. Here's Bonzalida. Gives it up to Hamora. Giving a screen as well. Alioso for 3. Short. JB Lim skying for the rebound.
Right now, it's only been Tolentino who has scored for San Beda.
And he's not on the court right now. It is a pretty low-scoring first quarter. Score is 7-5. Timeout called by Coach Andre of San Beda with 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Let's take another look at this last play. Another good find by JB Lim to Clint Manzano. We'll be back.
Joel and Kyle, you've been mentioning this name quite a bit. And yes, St. Clair's Manzano has been undoubtedly leading the Saints in this tournament with a twice best player recognition out of 5 games. Hailing from Nueva Vizcaya, basketball has always been carved in his life's path since birth, since his father is a player from their province too. He admitted that even though the ball has been in his hands since young, he only realized its value in the recent years, seeing the sport as a way for him to come to Manila and elevate his future. He went to the city around 2022 and tried out for the Saints after appreciating their system. He credits Coach Gino for deepening his understanding and love for the game, and now his ultimate dream is to bring his parents to Manila so they can personally watch his game in the city for the very first time. Gentlemen.
And thank you to the third member of our panel, Miss Beyonce Acosta. And it is always a dream of several of players, especially from the province, to be able to bring their parents from the province to the city to be able to watch them play the game.
Of course, a lot of our players do hail from different provinces. A lot of some undiscovered gems here. Manzano, one of them that's been making a name for himself here in Manila. So hopefully his dream of bringing his parents comes true while he's still playing for St. Clair, and hopefully when he moves up to the professional ranks.
And a timeout is called on the floor. We'll be back. As we take a look at the foreign student athlete of St. Clair, Moses Mandiria. 14 seconds on the shot clock for St. Clair. Oh, they wanted to get it to him, but it was a little too high even for him.
That's right, it was a little too high and off timing as well. Lucky break for the Red Lions, would have been an easy basket.
Speaking of easy baskets, baseline jumper goes in for J.E. Lopez.
Well, Lopez has been one of the more consistent scorers for Coach Andre in these off-season tournaments, so it's a good sight to see that he's continuing his development.
He is averaging 12.8 points in the NDSL. We go with 3.5 rebounds. Here's Sarigumba. He had that monster dunk yesterday. Gives it off to the corner, and here is another 3 attempt. No good for Lopez this time. Lim passes it behind to Acosta. That is wide left.
Good idea there by Lim, seeing the trailing Acosta for that open three-pointer. Just way left for Acosta. Still 7-all for both of these teams.
1 minute and 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Do you think that there's a sense of jitters with what is at stake for this ball game, Kyle?
Maybe partially. That's probably one of the reasons why they're still trying to. Why the game is so low scoring, but also both teams playing good defense so far to start this ball game.
And we'll see which team can break through the defense of the other moving forward. Alioso, they swing it around. Lopez once again, yes sir!
Fading to the left, one dribble pull-up for J.E. Lopez, not an easy shot.
And he has 4 quick points to give San Beda a 2-point lead, 9-7, less than a minute to go in the first. Here's Gazingan, he can be a source of points as well, and yes sir!
Gazingan, lengthy guard for Coach Janino Manansala. Really a slasher, but also can really light it up from deep, as we saw there.
And he gives the Saints a 1-point lead, 10-9. Alioso against Lim. And they give up the foul there.
Still a lot of team fouls for St. Clair. This is actually their first team foul.
And I could actually already see Coach Ginino signaling his players to give up fouls. They don't, I mean, they have a lot. They have 4 to give up.
And that's a testament to the type of defense they've been playing this first quarter, playing good, honest defense without fouling.
As Sari Gumba draws that foul on that drive. St. Clair saying that it should have been downstairs.
A good presence of mind as well from Sarigumba. Once he heard that whistle, he just threw that ball up. So, of course, that will count as a shot attempt, and our officials are giving him 2 free throws and a chance to get the lead before the end of the first quarter.
2.6 seconds to go in the first. You are, of course, watching this in our live streams on Nudge Plus and also on the NDSL Facebook page. We hope that you're enjoying the basketball action wherever you are. And Sarigumba is 2 for 2. Lim from 3-quarters court, almost made it. And so at the end of 1 quarter, San Beda has a 1-point lead, 11-10 over the St. Clair Saints. We'll be back for the second quarter. And after 1 quarter, it's a 1-point lead for San Beda. You take a look at Lex Gazingan, the Gatzingan of the St. Clair Saints. On the other end, you've got Dom Sarigumba, has only been in the Philippines for less than a month.
Already making an impact and making some noise even on social media with his highlight dunks.
And here he is with the ball. Again on the attack, gives it up. Lopez from beyond the arc, no good.
They're making a conscious effort to look for Lopez out on the perimeter.
As they should, as Bonzalida tries from the outside, no good there. There's Loyola. He's up against Alioso. Gazingan for 3. That's off.
Coach Janino asking him to maybe dribble closer or maybe move the ball more. That seemed like a rush shot for Gazingan.
And you could even see it in his form. Maybe a little bit more patience. He'll get his shot. He just needs to be a little more patient. Nice drop pass. Extra to Bonzalida. No whistle there, but he gets the offensive rebound. Alioso. And an official's timeout called. That's Leonard Decibel crumpled on the floor.
Might have gotten hit from the looks of it right around the stomach area. Probably on that Bonzalida drive, but still not sure what exactly happened.
Well, he will be subbed out. Clint Manzano checking back into the game. Let's take a look at what happened there. Oh, so he fell after that extra pass. He bumped into Peregrina and fell to the floor. Sarigumba for the shot, no good. Rebound to Talavera. The Saints looking to score here. No one has scored yet in the second quarter. Here's Loyola. Extra pass, Talavera. Nothing. Fresh 14 seconds, and Loyola finally gets a lip. Alioso setting up the play for the Red Lions. And you're right, Kyle, they really are looking for Lopez, but that time the pass was off. Gazingan goes inside this time, yes.
Gazingan has those long strides and a quick first step. And at that time, Gonzalito didn't have the vertical leap to challenge that shot.
And they now have a 3-point lead, 14-11, as this timeout is called by the San Beda Red Lions after those two incursions by the Saints. We'll be back. And the St. Clair Saints behind Lex Gazingan now have a 3-point lead, 14-11, 7 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the first half.
Platoon substitution for the Red Lions. Marcelo, Tolentino, Mina, Torres, and Richie Kalimag now on the floor.
Kalimag and Mina seeing action for the first time in this ball game. Here's Marcelo. He's fouled and will go to the line for two.
Marcelo's never met a shot that he doesn't like. As long as he sees the rim, he's gonna shoot that ball. Marcelo, together with Tolentino, one of the transferees from CEU, now trying to carve out his name in San Beda's deep basketball tradition.
And he was previously known as the Lion Killer.
Oh yes, during those previous off seasons as well. He was playing very good for his former squad, yes, CEU Scorpions, and they won a couple of games, some important games against the Red Lions a couple of years ago.
Now he finds himself in the den of the Lions, and they are trailing by one as Acosta from the 4-point line doesn't go.
Acosta could have taken one more dribble, as that might be a little out of his range.
Especially since his shot was a little short.
Yes, if he had taken a step forward, that might have gone in.
Tolentino over to Marcelo. Here's the attack. Torres thought that Tolentino was going to be at the corner.
Lucky break there for the Red Lions. Nothing was really happening for them on offense.
Marcelo up to Tolentino. That is the Scorpion connection there.
One-handed alley-oop converted by Tolentino. Now they have the lead once again.
Oyola calling for the play. Gazingan free for a second outside. Here's Acosta. Extra pass to Mandiria. Spins, and he is fouled.
And he hit one of those turnaround fadeaways earlier, almost from the same spot. This time, Kalima getting too close for comfort.
So Mandiria will take two. As Ibanez and Bautista check in for Gazingan and Acosta. And you can really see the touch, the shot of Mandiria is really good. His form is good.
He does have good form, good arc and rotation on that ball.
And just like that, he misses his second free throw. The broadcast curse is alive and well, ladies and gentlemen. Triple from Kalimag, no good. Rebound goes to Tolentino.
If Tolentino keeps this up, easily he will have double-digit rebounds today.
As Mina from the corner.
And Mina is one of those specialists for the Red Lions. He's not going to try and do too much, But you can rely on him to take those outside shots if he's open.
Outside shots and tough D. He is prototypical of a 3 and D player. Specialist, just like you mentioned.
Good hands from Tolentino.
Here's Kalima, gets it to Marcelo at the corner. Too strong. Mandiria tracks down the ball. Ibanez steps into a 3. Yes, sir!
Once again, we are all tied up, 18 all.
Less than 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Tolentino over to the corner. Mina thought about the 3. Reset. Goes for the jumper instead. No good.
Mina, known more as a spot-up shooter, every now and then he will take those 1 or 2 dribble pull-ups, this time a little long.
Ibanez, he will want a second one, and he will get it. Six straight points for Ibanez. He has issued the challenge to Mina. But Tolentino will respond. No good on his 3. Mandiria towering above everyone else. Oh, Loyola needed to control, and he will get the benefit of a whistle. But I think that foul was given up by Marcela in order for Bunzalida to check into the game alongside Medroso. Let's take another look at that 3 from Ibanez, that step-in 3. Here he is once again. They give it to Mandiria. Open on the opposite 45, Bautista, but that ball is stolen.
Good defense there by Medroso, seeing that Mandiria had his head down as he was posting up, not really aware of his teammates or his opponents around him.
And we've got another report from Beyonce. Beyonce, take it away.
San Beda's head coach Andre is relying on their equal opportunity offense and the communicative defense while facing another undefeated team. Much is evident with the Lions' almost evenly distributed numbers from their past games. He's well aware that a big factor to their clean record is the talent in the team, but he admitted that they're facing an equally talented team right now, and all he can emphasize on is for the Red Guys to consistently make the right decisions. He went on to say that although they are not perfect, he sees the continuous improvement in his players. Let's see if that improvement is enough to get that lead and dominate over their opponent. Joel and Kyle.
Thank you for that report, Beyonce. She did mention that they have an equal opportunity offense, and by my count, most of their players average 5 points or more. About 10 of their players.
Well, for the longest time, San Beda has never really produced, I guess, a superstar caliber player that would carry a team by himself. San Beda has always prided themselves on being a complete program that provides equal opportunity to all of their players.
And we'll talk about that and more after this break. Take a look at Coach Genino Manansala drawing up a play or reminding his players of their system. They are currently up by 3, 21-18. We're glad that you could join us for this final elimination action in the 25 and under tournament of the NDSL Basketball Series 2025, ang Liga ng Atletang Pilipino. Joel Parcon on the call alongside my partner, Kyle Sanchez, and Beyonce Acosta, the third member of our panel. That triple attempt by Ibanez was off, but they will retained possession. Lim takes the shot himself, misses, and on the rebound, it will be a foul on Bonzalida. Little else he could do.
And Bandiria is on the skinnier side, but of course, with his height and those long arms, it's still going to be a difficult time for San Beda's front court players to try and keep him off the offensive glass.
So it might not just be enough for them to put a body on him, but they have to really push him out, get him out of that spot where he can just raise his arms and get the board.
Right, you can just simply reach over the other players.
Exactly, just like that, almost there. So a little bit more of a pushback. Here's Sarigumba. They swing it over to the right, 45. Alioso misses. Rebound going to Lim. He's got Bautista on the left. Bautista hangs in the air, misses on the layup. Lim is there for the putback, still nothing. Blocked by Bonzalida. Gazingan for three. Short. Bautista for the putback. The effort shown by the Saints in that play. Less than a minute to go. They're up by 5, 23-18. Here's Sarigumba. He has not gotten himself going in this game yet. They kick it to the corner. So Bonzalida misses, and there are the long arms of Mandiria, just flocking that rebound.
That's right, and that's textbook from him, just keeping the ball high.
JB Lim getting a screen from Mandiria. Bautista asking for it, didn't get it, but there's Mandiria for the putback.
And, now the lead is at 7 for the Saints.
Corner shot, Sarigumba, no good on the three. Last play, last shot time for the Saints. Bautista fakes the three, goes for the 1-footer, and no good. At the end of the first half, the score is 25-18, a 7-point lead for the St. Clair of Caloocan Saints over the San Beda University Red Lions. As we take a look at the move of the half. This was that JB Lim sneak pass to Clint Manzano. That is your move of the half. We'll be back for the second half. This is the NDSL Basketball Series 2025, ang Liga ng Atletang Pilipino. At the half, the score is 25 to 18. The St. Clair Saints pushed ahead towards the latter half of that second quarter, outscoring San Beda University 7-0 to take the 7-point lead. And it was JB Lim, Lex Gazingan, and Aljon Loyola. And of course, their foreign student athlete, Moses Mandiria, leading the way.
Now we also see Lawrence Hawkins back on the floor. He had 2 early fouls in the first quarter and also an unsportsmanlike foul. And he didn't see action at all in the second quarter, so hopefully he'll be able to help the Red Lions cause here in the third quarter.
They find themselves behind by 7. And it's the Saints with the first possession here in the second half. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Lim against Alioso. Kicks it out to Gazingan. Gazingan pulls up. No good. Rebound taken by Manzano. Acosta. Mandiria was asking for it, but the pass was a little too late. Free throw jumper, no good. And another foul. This time I believe it will be on Sarigumba.
If Mandiria becomes consistent with that mid-range jumper, it's going to be unstoppable because of his height and his length. Basically, no one's going to be able to block his shot.
Precisely. And we are seeing one player, I believe that was Leonard Decibel, who has already been stretchered out of the venue. We'll get a report about that later from Beyonce.
So prayers for Decibel, and hopefully nothing too serious, and just a precaution to avoid any further injuries to him. He did suffer that bad fall. I hope he'll be okay.
Here are the Red Lions. Sarigumba over to Alioso for 3. Too strong. Rebound going to Gazingan. Pulls up from the 4-point line and just makes it.
A bit unorthodox sometimes on his releases is Gazingan, but he's shooting a very good percentage from the field so far.
And Lex Gazingan now has 8 points. That was his second triple. Here's Lim attacking, sidestep, and makes that floater.
Alioso was open on the other side of the floor, but decided to pass it off after missing his previous attempts.
A little bit of doubt maybe creeping into the minds of the Red Lions as Hawkins gets that offensive rebound. Sarigumba misses.
There seems to be a lid on the rim of the Red Lions to start this third quarter.
The last time they scored was before the 5-minute mark of the second. Here's Acosta posting up against Hamora. Extra pass underneath to Manzano. That forces San Beda to call a timeout. It is now a 12-point lead. Sorry, 14-point lead, 32 to 18. We'll be back. You're still watching the National Developmental Sports League as we take a look at that sidestep move from JB Lim. Surprisingly, only his first 2 points of the ball game, but he has affected this match in more ways than scoring.
Especially during doing his primary role as the main point guard, distributing that ball, moving it around, making sure that everyone gets their touches on offense.
Sarigumba looking for options. Tolentino drives the baseline floater. That's going to be short. Gets the offensive rebound. Hamora will try his hand at the three. Still nothing going. Bit of disarray on the offense of the Red Lions.
They've gone ice cold from the field. Now the lead is up to 14.
As Manzano, that scoop underneath doesn't go, and he's clutching his right knee. Sarigumba, he will attack and he will make it.
A fearless drive from Sarigumba, going toe-to-toe with Mandiria, meeting him at the rim.
The only thing that would have made that even better was if he dunked the ball. But we'll have to wait. Manzano over to Gazingan. He will try once again from possibly 25 feet. Substitutions coming in. Ibanez checking in for Gazingan and Talavera for Mandiria. Additional substitutions also coming in. As we've got an update from Beyonce.
Joel and Kyle, as you have mentioned, St. Clair's Decibel just left the game and he will be getting his X-ray scan now. The area surrounding his ribs met impact, and for now he cannot move his torso without it hurting too much and disabling his movement. We will not be seeing him for the rest of the game, and Coach Gino said that he's readying their smaller players to step up, and we will be watching Drake Acosta playing as the emergency four, the role that Decibel won't be fulfilling. On the other side, the Sunbed Alliance Marcelo said that for this next quarters, all they need to do is amp up their offense and to keep talking when it comes to defense. Joel and Kyle.
Thank you for that report, Beyonce Acosta. So like what you said earlier, Kyle, prayers up for Leonard Decibel. And next man up for the St. Clair Saints.
And so far, everyone that Coach Gino has put into this game has contributed in one way or another.
As Daniel Marcelo, with that end one play, he did emphasize that they need to communicate better on the court.
And they've gotten good looks on offense. Even to start this third quarter, they just haven't been able to knock their shots down.
They are facing a 10-point deficit as Ibanez will try once again. No good on that three attempt this time. Rebound going to Cordula. And ball will go back to the Saints.
Honest defense there, coming from St. Clair. To not foul Marcelo on that drive.
4.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Here's Acosta over to Ibanez. He has been successful from the outside. Loyola getting a Talavera screen. Over to the corner, Bautista for three. No. Rebound scramble, and it's Kuldora coming up with it.
Another bullet dodged by the Red Lions, but if you ask me, they need to close out better on the shooters of St. Clair. They've been getting wide open looks from three.
And meanwhile, they are still trying to get some rhythm into their offense. They have found some success here, but need more of it, as Marcelo will miss on that floater. And another chance for St. Clair to up their lead. Loyola gets a screen from Bautista. There's a mismatch at the post now, but the pass from Acosta was too strong.
Good decision by Marcelo to front the post entry.
From the corner, Mina. His shot is strong.
Well, even Mina's missing his three-pointers, so that goes to show how ice cold the Red Lions have been from the field.
Not missing is Ibanez for the St. Clair Saints.
I think that's his second three-pointer already in this quarter alone. And now you're seeing some hesitation on the Red Lions.
Precisely. That's what, not being in rhythm can do to you. And let's take another look at that three from Acosta. Yes, sir. Acosta now 2 out of 5 from three-point land. Sorry, that was Ibanez with a triple. He's 4 out of 9. Bautista free from the corner. Yes, sir.
It's raining threes right now for the Saints, and on the opposite end of the floor, the Red Lions have been thinking twice about their shots. Even the open looks have been evading them.
Here's stolen. There's Bonzalida missing on a 3 once again.
And Acosta didn't even bother to close out on Bonzalida. Might have messed up his mindset as well to taking that shot.
What would you advise, Kyle, for a team like San Beda right now? Their shots are not falling from the outside. What do they need to do to get out of this funk?
Well, I would still advise them to take those open three-pointers if they're open, but for the most part, try to get easier baskets at the attacking the rim. Maybe get to the free throw line if they're fouled. I can sense the frustration building up on the Red Lions, but they still have a lot of time. Another quarter to go after this minute and 30 is done here in the third.
As we take a look at what transpired there, Marcelo trying to box out Loyola was called for the foul as Ibanez misses. This is one player that needs to get his game going, Lopez. He had some success in the first half. Puldora swings it over to the opposite corner. Marcelo. And Ibanez hangs on to him like a virus.
Marcelo didn't appreciate that foul there.
That's just the second team foul for the St. Clair Saints. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. They're up by 16, 41 to 25. So they have limited the San Beda Red Lions to only 7 points in this quarter. Marcelo to the corner. Lopez for 3. No. Talavera skies for the rebound.
Not a single player from the Red Lions has caught fire on offense here in this quarter. They've all been cold from the field, and well, for their sake, they have to find a way to bounce back in the fourth quarter if they hope to steal this one.
Here's Ibanez, thought about the 3, goes inside instead, drop pass, Talavera, yes! Shot block is off. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Oh, that's Marcelo with a miscue.
And some of their turnovers have been enforced turnovers. Like that one, Marcelo was probably expecting the foul. Tried to foul bait, maybe get 3 free throws. But after not hearing a whistle, decided to try and hand it off to Peregrino, had his back turned. So it's those little things that are hurting the Red Lions, but St. Clair doing a good job of capitalizing on the Red Lions' mistakes.
Acosta wanted to get it inside to Talavera. No good. And at the end of 3, it's an 18-point lead for the St. Clair Saints, 43 to 25 over San Beda. We'll be back for the fourth quarter. This is the NDSL Basketball Series 2025, ang Liga ng Atletang Pilipino. You're still watching the NDSL Basketball Series 2025 as we take another look at what transpired. Leonard Desabel had to be stretchered out of the venue after suffering that fall earlier in the first half. Ran into Peregrina and fell hard on the floor. We hope that he's okay. He's having his x-rays taken right now. And he is a vital cog for Coach Ginino, one of those energy guys for the Saints. And he will be missed in this ball game.
Oh, definitely. He is one of the X factors for this squad, doing all the little things, sometimes the things that don't show up on the stat sheet, all the intangibles. But luckily for Coach Ginino, everyone he's put into this game so far has contributed. And St. Clair has shot very well from the field, especially in that third quarter, which allowed this lead to balloon to 18.
They did outscore the San Beda Red Lions 18-7 in that quarter. As Tolentino, his shot, that's Bonzalida, his shot is short from the corner. And Gazingan once again from 25, no good. Acosta couldn't track the ball. Gazingan loves these 25-foot three-pointers.
Oh yes, he's trying to go for that knockout blow early in the fourth quarter. The Red Lions might have one or two more runs in them to try and cut this lead to single digits.
Sarigumba attacks right, floats in the air and makes the lip.
And that's what they need to do more of, attacking the basket. That time Sarigumba doing a good job seeing the gap and attacking it.
Here's a double, but Bautista is able to pass out of it. Gazingan for three, yes sir!
Still hot from the field is Gazingan, making the Red Lions pay.
Bonzalida back to Hamora. Bonzalida from the top. No. Hawkins tried to tip it back out to Bonzalida, but it goes out of bounds.
And the defenders of St. Clair have been sagging off Bonzalida, daring him to shoot.
He has not found any sort of success from the outside.
Former Adamson baby Falcon now with the Red Lions having not the best of days here today.
0 out of 5 from the outside, no points so far. Here's Gazingan. He will pull it up once again, but it was a little too close for him. He needs 25 feet. Kalimag over to Hamora. Alioso is open on the upper side. Here are the Red Lions. Hamora back out. They've got 10 seconds on the shot clock. Hamora for three. No. Acosta calmly grabs the board. Loyola going through the play. Bautista and Acosta going with a two-man game. Bautista stops, gets it to Talavera. Counter spin move, no. Alioso in a rush, gets it to Hawkins, who saves it over to Hamora. Alioso asking for the screen from Hawkins. They get it inside. Hawkins, yes.
Well, that's 2 baskets now for the Red Lions in the paint. And it's been working well for them so far. They should have done this earlier.
And the Saints rushing it a little bit. You get the feel that they don't want to get trapped.
Good defense there by the Saints. Breaking up that transition could have been an easy layup.
Here's Zamora, gets it to Kalimag for three. Short. JB Lim was checked into the game, grabs the rebound. Lim keeping his dribble but losing it on the pass to Manzano. Alioso gets it to Sarigumba. He will try from three once again. That is long. And they need to change their tactic.
That's right. There's a reason they've been open here, because St. Clair knows that they haven't been shooting well from the perimeter. Normally, those would be easy baskets for the likes of Mina, Sarigumba, even Bonzalido, who hasn't shot well at all here today, but it's just one of those days, and when it rains, it pours. Everyone on the Red Lions roster right now shooting poorly from the field.
They are, well, through 3 quarters, they were shooting 9 out of 40 from the field, 2 out of 22 from the three-point line. So it is a drought for the Red Lions as Bautista draws a foul. Really heady play by Bautista there.
He knew that the Sarigumba likes to go for those shot blocks. So just a simple up fake got Sarigumba off his feet, and now Bautista has a chance to extend this lead once again.
He will go to the line for 2. He's good on the first. And 2 for 2 for Bautista. We'd like to remind everyone that whoever wins this game will get the first seed for the 25 under division of the NDSL Basketball Series 2025.
That's right. Both of these teams, obviously, both of them are undefeated, so they're going to be in the playoffs, that's for sure. It's just a matter of positioning and seeding.
As Bautista fades away over the outstretched arms of Hawkins, it does not go. Alioso goes inside. Unorthodox layup, but he still gets it.
Using a Pinoy step, slowing down to break his timing. Alioso doing a good job there, attacking the teeth of the defense.
Here's Gazingan. Gets it to Lim. Lim testing the defense of Alioso. Lim. Good tip there by Alioso, resulting in that turnover. Here's Kuldora. He attacks. The shot is up. No. Gazingan with the rebound. Gazingan. Extra pass to Manzano for the layup. That lead has gone back up to 17, 50-33 with 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Mina to Kalimag outside. Alioso for 3. Still nothing going. Nothing at all for the Red Lions.
Well, this might be their worst shooting game of the season. But definitely their worst shooting game of the season for San Beda.
Meanwhile, Gazingan wanted to try that a logo 3 this time. That was off the back iron, so he still has a little bit more range. As Hawkins goes back to the bench. Medroso checking into the game. Dim triggering the inbound. Oh, that will be a 5-second count. So the Red Lions, 3 minutes to produce something here. Buldora gets it to the middle. Kalimag, fadeaway jumper, no. Manzano gobbles up that board.
And this is going to be an impending victory for St. Clair. Even though we still have 2 minutes and 53 seconds remaining, with the way the Red Lions have been shooting, it's not looking good. But they are still in the playoffs, so good sign for both of these teams heading into the semifinals.
That could provide some fuel for these Red Lions when, if they do meet the St. Clair Saints later on in the finals, if ever.
A good job by Alioso there. Poking that ball free, but again, giving that ball right back to the Saints.
As the layup is up and in for Manzano. And that is what a JB Lim can do for you. He might not lead you in scoring all the time, but he will do everything else. As Medroso gets that short shot.
Medroso, one of the blue chip recruits from the San Beda Red Cubs, now moving up to the seniors ranks.
Manzano misses on that layup. Mission impossible. Looks like it indeed for the Red Lions. Triple does not go for Kuldora. And it will go back to the Saints. Up next, we've got the Adamson University Soaring Falcons going up against the Manuel L. Quezon University Stallions. So it will be the skies versus the land. Loyola milking the clock. Loyola attacks. Shot is off. Kalimag gives it up. They go to the corner. Medroso. The pass is off. Alioso wanted to get it to Kalimag. 8 seconds on the shot clock for the Red Lions. And Ibanez will check back in. He has been red hot for St. Clair for this ball game. Kuldora gets it to Medroso. Another one-hander that goes in.
Now just waiting for the final score here as the Saints will cruise to an easy victory.
It started out as a really low scoring ball game. Both teams couldn't find the rhythm, and then all of a sudden, starting off with this guy, Lex Gazingan, the Saints were able to string a couple of baskets together.
The shooters of St. Clair caught fire, especially in that third quarter run. Both Ibanez and Gazingan lighting it up from deep gave them a lot of separation, and they never looked back.
And they will just dribble this clock out. So the St. Clair Saints will finish the eliminations with a clean slate, 6-0. Meanwhile, the San Beda University Red Lions will fall to 5-1. They both will still be in the semifinals, and they, I believe, will be joined by Smash Basketball, who finishes with a 4-2 win-loss card. And we still do have one other team that can get to that semifinals. It will be between Adamson University and MLQU. That's why this next game will be a very important ball game. As we took a look at the move of the game from JB Lim. And the 15-point win for the St. Clair Saints. 54-39 as we take a look at the player of the game. None other than the sweet shooting Angelo Ibanez. 14 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. And he is with Beyonce right now.
Thank you for that. Congratulations, Ibanez. You just handed San Beda Red Lions their first ever defeat in this tournament. And you maintained your clean streak, no defeats, pure wins in this league. Matanong nga kita una, kanina si Leonard Desabel ay isinugod sa San Juan de Dios. So anong naging epekto ng pagkawala niya sa laro ninyo? At ginamit nyo ba ang nangyaring iyon upang mas magpursige pa at manalo?
Ginamit namin yon para makabawi kami kasi dalawa lang yung 4 namin na big guys. So may nag-step up na isang big. Kaya ayun, nag-usap lang kami na compose. Maintain lang natin yung laro natin, kako. And bawi lang tayo lagi sa depensa, pumasok sumablay, defense na agad.
Ngayon, speaking of defense, ano ang sikreto nyo sa napaka-epektibong depensa nyo na nabawasan nyo ng halos kalahati ang madalas na puntos ng San Beda Red Lions?
Sa ensayo, always kami, yan, pakbakan talaga. Lagi namin sinasabi sa sarili namin na depensahan namin yung isa't isa para pagdating ng laro, hindi na kami mahihirapan. Tsaka madadala rin namin yung energy sa game, like lalo na yung defense.
Ngayon nakikita ko na meron kang napaka-cute na kasama dito. Meron ba kayong gustong i-shout out?
Siyempre, una-una, thank you kay Lord kasi binigay niyo sa amin yung panalo. And sa mga boss namin, kay Boss Brandel. Ano, Coach? Kay Boss Bars, ano? Hindi ko masabi, Coach. Siyempre, yun. Sa mga boss namin, kay Boss Brandel, kay Boss RCG, Boss Monching, kila Doc J at sa buong St. Clair Saints. And sa family ko na nanonood ngayon, hi, sa kapatid ko, pinsan ko, sa mga kaibigan ko dyan, kay Neil yan, kay Jex, Humphrey, nasa Japan, yan. And syempre sa girlfriend ko, kay Precious Santos. Santos family, hi po.
Again, I am the best player of the game. Let me turn you over to our panelists.
And congratulations to Angelo Ibanez and the St. Clair Saints for winning 54-39. And they retain their clean slate. As we take a look at Angelo signing our official ball, it is signed by all of our players of the game. And that cute little post by his companion there. The St. Clair Saints relied on their sweet shooting to get this win. Up next, it is the Soaring Falcons going up against the Stallions. This is the NDSL Basketball Series 2025. We will stay in 25 under action. On behalf of my partner, Kyle Sanchez and Beyonce Acosta, this has been Joel Parcon. We hope to see you in the future games.